Oh, good evening. Oh, I can't. I had to get the yard done today, and one thing I can't stand: the city here. Everybody that owns property, right? It's the guy that broke into the house and everything. He's staying up. He's up in the rental house. His uncle actually was on the lease, right? But when I called the police on the nephew breaking in, they informed the nephew that he could stay there as long as he wants to, and because I guess they like crackheads. But you know what I'm saying? I don't even understand why. I don't even. But anyway, right? So the biggest game here, like, is to especially the people, especially the crackheads and the police. What they like to do is just like example, uh, Sonny James Thomas, anyway, Sonny, everybody calls him Sonny, and his property on Harrahad, family property. You know, like he was sort of living outside and everything. The way the neighborhood helped him, basically, now the city took his property. You know what I'm saying? And um, it still looks like shit because the city don't mow as much. You know, he goes, you know. Well, no, actually, I think he said he still paid the taxes on it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, because see, you know, like, because like Christians, you know, this person been around. You know, what I mean, the Christian thing, if they wanted to help the man or something, or do something about the land, um, they could have helped him. You know, but you know what I'm saying? The police destroy. You know what I mean? Basically, we got all these lots that the city owns over here. You know, city ain't collecting no tax money on it from themselves, right? The police, you know, the person over here paying taxes on the property over there, and the person that rents it can't get in his own goddamn house. But instead, we got somebody trespassing in there. So and the dude sitting outside his house, and Brock is gonna look like and that guy and his nephew that Jenkins kid uh it should this shit's funny to him, you know. But okay, so anyway, it, the, oh my god, they so fucked up, you know. I got people saying, cause there are a lot of guys around here that live in houses they don't have electricity. They're like, you got electricity still? No, it's because the electric bill goes up. I mean like when at first I had the air conditioning on, and then as soon as it was like officially summer, it went up like 20%. You know. Anyway, it's just a horrible place to have to deal with the people here. You know, um, um, and a lot of it is a simple fact that keeps them from changing or doing anything better. And just stay the same. And juicy. I gotta go get me something to drink. It is 12 o'clock, but I'm doing it. So the fool, right? He's trespassing. He calls the cops on me. I go in the house because I can't even talk to the cops here because what I call them talking all crazy and anyway with me, like saying shit like, oh, like when I had my dog in the yard, the dog barked, and I heard all this noise by the side of my window. They didn't come in my yard, so when I looked out on my porch and it was the police out there, right? And the police lady sitting in the car go, she's scared, she's scared. So I just went back in the fucking house, closed the door and locked it. And they came knocked on the door, and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna fucking have a conversation, with somebody as soon as they see me. What I'm saying? End of conversation. Because you think, oh well, I'll just talk to them, but it don't matter if they're like going off in the side, like, you know. So like, you know what I mean? I can't, I can't. I pay the tax here. I can't call the cops, right? Can I call the ambulance? I had went to the eye doctor earlier, and we have a good common family, but they noticed, and I know I had taken a walk and my eyes came out both black. But that's why I went up to the eye doctor. But I had signs of the stroke, and it's like, well, yeah, you have this same feeling, the same stuff happened. Acne, this is acne scar, mosquito bites and stuff. But anyway, um, so like that night actually, I was having bad sharp pain. So I went ahead and called the ambulance, and as soon as I have to take this heavy bar and unlock the door with my key from the outside to get inside, I figured once I do that, and I lock back up, I'll just stay outside. So and these drivers, is a 6 week course that they take, right? And and whatever little bit of medical care they learn, basically just to take a blood pressure, it takes somebody's vitals, like with a thermometer, like basically that's all they got to do, take the blood pressure, take the temperature, keep the blood pressure monitored, and call in. You know what I'm saying? Basically, all they're supposed to do is transfer your ass. But that 6 weeks course, they think they know more than a freaking goddamn doctor that did 8 years. You know what I'm saying? And so I can't call an ambulance, because well, actually I called the ambulance. I went to the emergency room, and if you don't say things right like that, this lady. Anyway, I'm the type of person that the South don't like. First of all, you know what I mean? I try to go to their churches, but they keep saying, coming from the crack house to the jailhouse. And you got to give 10%. You got to give 10%. What happened to giving 10% meant that that to get your blessing, that you gave it to the child. That you made a better world for the child. And then if you give a good preacher up at church and you touch me with your words, I'll put in the basket what I think is appropriate. And if you want to separate the peas from the carrots, why don't you just let the congregation know that you got to pay bills, electric bills here, and you could ask them, the members, to kick in with that. You know what I mean? But just to start yelling at me, I'm fucking supposed to give you 10%. I gave $1, but like he over here talking crazy as shit. The preacher, he going, this one for you. He about 300 pounds, if he's a pound. He might add. But anyway, huge, probably 500 pounds, and tall too, real tall, right? He gonna have the nerve to act like I'm a motherfucking sinner. I was like, oh, wait a fucking minute. If you're supposed to be a fucking preacher, the man of God, and you 300 pounds overweight, that means you're a glutton, and that's a sin. And second of all, you is not supposed to judge. That's not your job to judge me. It's not your job to think you know what I'm thinking. It's not your job to worry on me about any of your fucking problems that you might have. By looking at me, and now that, you know what I'm saying, the way I'm looking at you is causing you stress. You know what I'm saying? So I don't go to their fucking church. I don't go to none of their churches. I probably tried about 300 churches. I'm not going to go someplace to get my feelings hurt. So, but, I mean, they so mean. All these people, they whoop their kids. The kids are dumb. Oh, that's another thing. That guy that, Brock, what I'm saying, he's uncomfortable. And he haven't paid me rent. I'm just tearing the house down. So the city, when they want to come around and mow and shit, you know what I'm saying, it'll be, the extra money be offset by me saving money on tearing that fucking house down. Because there's a lot less to pay when there's not a house on the property. You know what I'm saying? And the police department, the fire department, and them, they're fucking geniuses. They go up on the taxes 3 cents, you know what I'm saying, and give them a 2-cent raise, right, back in the day, right? They're paying on the taxes too, even if it's in their mortgage. So basically ain't nobody fucking taking care of this city properly. And nobody's paying attention. They don't know how to manage their fucking money. And they think that being a Christian, that they have the right to think that I got been lined up around the fucking block. You know, what I'm saying? I'm not gonna date none of the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They believe in hitting people. You know, uh, and you just can't. I mean, every woman around here that lets in one of these. Like for me, if a man got to move in here, he's fucking homeless. You know what? You know what I'm saying? So and anyway, they trying really hard. They trying really hard to But anyway, it shouldn't be take it. This neighborhood was once very nice before they annexed it off, But now I understand why the police took my fucking front of my fence, because they always want to go back on my fucking property. And I noticed I was experimenting with my avocado and tree, so you could always tell like when the police come around, because they always have to fuck something up, and then they gotta let you know they killed my the roundup on my avocado tree. It's like not even. I got a bunch of avocado pits anyway, so it's just experiment. And part of the experiment is to see how the community responds. See, they go along and what, but anyway, this fucking place is horrible. And but I was talking to my sister. She goes, "Where would you go?" I'm thinking about really seriously. Just fuck this shit. Tear all these houses down and fuck this shit. But a lot of it is nobody else in the family wants to do fuck. Well, that's right. I'm thinking my paint. Nobody else wants to do anything. Nobody else wants to come over here. You know what I'm saying? And I can't have my son or grandkids up here any fucking way. There's that one house there where that guy that I was gonna say he's a he's pretty much he is a pervert. They do coke for so long. All they think about is having sex. Well, anyway, it's right across the street from the bus stop over there. No kids, like right here, but the bus stop stops on the next right. Guy's not paying rent. The guy that wants to pay rent, he's sleeping outside his fucking apartment and in his fucking car, right? And it looked like when I was talking to him, he was having a fucking cardiac arrest. So anyway, he's getting but the police don't already told this motherfucker that's trespassing. You know what I'm saying? That's bullying his brother. His uncle rather. That oh well, yeah, she got to go to court. Trespassing and a motherfucker that was paying rent is up in the house. They too fucking smart for me. That what I mean? The police. I don't even know why the fuck we got lawyers. I don't even know why we got doctors or anything. But anyway, that's what I'm dealing with in this fucking neighborhood. And here, like racist and oppression, and they don't teach these kids shit. Absolutely nothing. With all this together, the combination is a horrible, horrible place to go. There's I would not recommend that you stop in Memphis, Tennessee. The men will you come out and men will go rope you. You know what I'm saying? And it is and they chastise the victim. I mean, this neighborhood is terrible, but I'm afraid because that's a bus stop. But you know what? You can't really say nothing to these people, because if I say something, they're gonna say something to him, and then that bitch on purpose is gonna rape one of those little kids. And then they're not gonna test the rape kits here. The cops are real good at trying to be trying to even analyze me. You know what I'm saying? If this bitch can't find his hand behind he can't find his ass with both hands tied behind his back. But he gonna analyze me. He 180 off, but you can't say nothing because I'm like, whatever. But I guess the doctor that I went for me that I paid for. And he went to 8 years of school. He didn't know shit. This policeman You know, I don't even know if he took criminal. I don't even know what the fuck. But anyway, it's so anyway. Fuck it. I can't stand these people. Well, the city's solution is to punish the motherfuckers paying the taxes. So this whole fucking area, there's like 5 or 6 other fucking lots that will grow way over. But since this crackhead motherfucker thinks he can fuck with me, and since he thinks that, since the city will do more for a fucking crackhead that ain't paying taxes, and the first thing he anyway, this city's fucked. Simple fact. Kids are very dumb. It's sad. The kids don't stand a chance. And I'm standing up in here. I'm fucking paying the taxes. And the other motherfuckers across the street, Miss Black, she got ran off. The city owned the 2 houses next to me. They stay empty. After that's the big lot that used to grow food on, but you can't really grow your own stuff. Anyway, I'm going back to bed. I got so aggravated. I gotta go get this in the morning. Oh, this is so aggravating. You know. But anyway, I don't recommend anybody to come to Memphis to go see Elvis Presley. If you stay, there's nothing here. But you know what I'm saying? You go off I guess if you stay like, there's no place. You know what I'm saying, that you will be able to feel comfortable. Cause like my mom came up here. Well, of course she's from here, but I could think of 2 separate incidents. One from my dad, but there was a Russian German Jew. He was in a grocery store, I think, over here, and guy came up behind my mom and like propositions him. My dad turns around. He's like 5'9", like he just looks at the guy, and like I know dad carries a gun. And I'm like, this bitch up here because they don't comprehend when they're in danger. They just think, oh, I made you mad. But anyway, so we were like, tap, 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 come on, dad, and like, I think well, I don't even know if the face mushing was really in style, but like me and my mom sort of smushed the guy's face, like get the fuck away, and then, exit real quickly. So, and then this other time after dad died, mom was somewhere, and again, some guy said something to her in the store. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like that too when they say something like, "Ooh, baby, I like that," or like they want to squeeze your titty or something. "Ooh, why your nipples hard?" Because they are that way. The same way his nipples is hard. Because I'm asking him, what the fuck your nipples hard for? We all got nipples, you know. But like the thing is, if you know what I'm saying, if the man around here, if they get excited or whatever, and they'll tell you, I'm a man. Like this guy's gonna, Anyway. Oh yeah, that's right. That guy did. That was the guy that's across the street from the bus stop where the little kids are. Little kids don't stand a chance. That is the motherfucker that snatched me up. He'll cut hers one of those little girls up in that motherfucker house, and or a boy. It doesn't. I gotta go to bed. I'm just so disgusted. I hate having to fucking deal with these people. I hate having to, I gotta go take care of that property. The bitch is on my property, right? Okay. I was gonna say the city, the fucking shit the city owns. They haven't mowed that shit. They just went around and fuck with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something else. The bitch ain't getting no extra, and they didn't learn by fucking with people. That other guy, he just killed himself in a freak accident while he was mowing. That is God telling you. But y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen. Instead, you know what? They gotta fuck with me. Right? And I don't give a fuck. The only thing I ask is say to fuck off my property. You know, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna step up in my face, you're gonna get fucking knocked out. So they smart enough with the bully ass that don't come. You know what I'm saying over here? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna protect myself 100%. And you can run to Jesus or whoever the hell you want to tell your business to. You know what I'm saying? I know I can't call 911 because the bitch ain't gonna come. The bitch gonna come for this trespassing, crackhead, fucking pedophile nympho, right? That is fucking bullying, harass, and torturing his motherfucking uncle. And if his uncle had, you know what I'm saying, if he played that game, his uncle died. Well, anyway, that's all right. Somebody's at court, and it ain't me as we speak. So what, you know what I'm saying? And but anyway, so the police, right, while they playing these games and fucking with the taxpayers, guess what? Their health insurance, they don't have it, right? The city ran out of money, right? The retirement, you know what I'm saying? They are African Americans, they're black, right? If you all black state like Memphis, Tennessee, and you want to fuck over black people, and you want to think that I think I'm white or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Which I don't get that. You're not in my fucking mind. And where I was brought up in New York and every place else, when somebody goes says, "Oh, you think this," that person is trying to project the hate for themselves onto me, right? And I hate them too. So I'm like, yeah, okay, poof, back at you, bitch, your mama. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I don't think I know who I am. I know who I am. I'm in my motherfucking skin. And if you think I'm too light or whatever, oh, these eyes are white people's eyes. No, these are black people's eyes, bitch. You need to learn something. Well, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen people all over the world, and I, I, I need a vacation from this racist bullshit. I swear to God, we're on a fault right here. The next person call me stupid, I might just take a mustard seed and see if that works, and see if we're not on a crack. I'll shift the whole motherfucker with with just with just aggravation thought. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna use nothing illegal. I ain't gonna push nothing out of no limestones or no other materials like that. If you know what I mean. It's a lot of materials in rocks. Tap, 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 pop, blow, boom. You know what I'm saying? And I'll shift this whole motherfucking place. And poof, with a mustard seed. And I'll let a racist, a racist, non-comprehensible, ignorant, double-binding hypocrite, they always like to do the dirt.